Lizzie Show! Yay! So exciting! Wow! I'm here again! Another day I woke up. I'm alive and I thrive. I have no choice. I chose this life. I chose the life of a working girl, of a working lady, of a working girl. No way out now. This is it. My destiny has been set. Today is Tuesday, January 7th already. Stop saying Happy New Year. We're already a week past the New Year. I'm still hearing people say Happy New Year. I'm over it. Happy New Year. I want to tell you something. If you think that I'm like goofy, you have no idea how I am when I'm just completely by myself. I am just like, woo, goofy to the max. So, today's January 7th, 2025. I'm alive. It's a Tuesday. It was another busy day. I don't know what's going on, but I have officially had it. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I will say that today I'm not as tired as yesterday. No, quite the contrary. Today I felt very good. I went home, I relaxed, I enjoyed my time with a cup of cocoa, the cats. I cooked a healthy meal, and I said I'm gonna rest and renew my energy so I can go back to work tomorrow and feel good. Did I feel good? Yes. But guess what? What happens is that when you're a biological being, like you and I, we're biological, right? There's no battery in my back. You will eventually exhaust your energies and feel tired by the end of the day, which is why it is definitely hard for people to work out. I get it, because yesterday I took off, and today I'm like, I have to work out. I have to work out. My gym's in the basement. I got my treadmill. I got everything. I got the squat rack. I got the weights. I got the rope. I got the bench press. I got everything. But as rewarding as it is to be a working girl and, be so ambitious, I also get a little annoyed that work takes all my energy that I just want to work out. And I hate that I have to push myself to work out because I'm, again, not tired like yesterday, but work took a lot out of me. That's how work is. Work is meant to take all your energy and leave you with nothing. Yeah, you didn't know, boys and girls? Yeah, that's what work is. Work is meant to make you feel tired and exhausted. Nobody said I had a day at work that gave me so much energy and so much vigor that I wish I could go back and do it again. No, nobody's saying that. Because if you have a real job, you're going to be tired by the end of the day. Sometimes, whether you're busy or not, you still had to get up and prepare for it. You still had to devote your time to it. Some days you're not busy, you're still tired. But I will say that my day, and I'm going to share with you, if you want to know about it, you're here, you might as well listen. I said, I'm going to go and get myself a cup of coffee. Now, I already have the coffee made at work. Chobani coffee mate, peppermint. It has none of the things that you don't want to drink. It names some things that I didn't even know were bad for me that I was probably drinking. But yet I'm still here alive, and I still thrive, and I'm still going to work. So apparently those substances weren't bad enough to kill me. But nevertheless, here I am. I get my cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, and I said, honey, don't worry about it. Don't add any milk, don't add any creamer. I got my own creamer at work. This young lady told me that she loved my headband. And I said, what? I love this headband too. I wear it to work. I wear it on my days off. I wear it when I go to do laundry. I love this headband, and it's the only one I got. So I'm thinking I should probably figure out what this material is and make more. So that was so nice of her. This young girl was probably like, this older lady doesn't look that bad. I'm going to compliment her, and I'm going to compliment her headband, right? Just like I did when I was younger and I saw older ladies wearing a headband. So that started my day off nice because it was early in the morning and she complimented me. And I, if you did not know, live for compliments. If you compliment me like my work, like, we don't get that anymore, you know? I'm not trying to be a big baby. It's not necessary. The thing that's necessary is food. That's what's necessary. Food. After that, water. Water and food, necessary. Can't live without it. But when you go to work and you're already fed and you've already had water, it's nice to have people compliment you. Compliment your hard work. Do you get it? No. But that's all right, because somebody up there or someone to the side of me is watching. And I always tell myself, don't worry, Liz, somebody's watching. Which gives me the conscience to do the right thing. For example, my last patient of the day, the images weren't that good. Now, when you're looking at the heart and it doesn't look good, and the whole purpose of looking at the heart is to evaluate the function of it, we have something called contrast. And it's basically something to help us see the heart very well. A lot of people, by the end of the day, including myself, I'm going to be honest, I'm not an angel, but I know someone's watching. And I said, Liz, call the nursing coordinator, have them put an IV in her because I don't know how to do IVs, and then use the contrast because it's your only way to truly evaluate the function of this woman's heart. Not only that, who did her prior exam? Me. And who priorly used contrast? Me. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get worse or I'm going to get better? I have to at least stay the same. So I called the nursing coordinator. She gave her an IV. I gave her the contrast. Again, contrast helps you see what you can't see. That's why I like doing ultrasound of the heart. When you do ultrasound of other things, there's nothing that's going to help you see. People just have to push harder. That's why a lot of times when you go for an ultrasound, it hurts because people are pushing hard to see. It's not magic. It's not a magic wand. You know what I mean? So that made me feel good because when I get on here and I talk to my friends, I can't lie to you. I have to be a good influence. I can't come on here and pretend I had a good day at work when I know that I'm being a liar and being fake. No. I did what I had to do, and now I feel good talking to you. Because there's someone watching, right? Right. There's somebody watching. And I gotta be good. I gotta be good. It was a busy, busy day. I did 6 inpatients and 2 outpatients. That's a total of 8. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but 8 is about where I'm kind of maxed out. I start to glaze over at that point. I'm like, oh my God. In the morning, don't feel bad for me. I'm not saying this so you feel bad, but I had this one patient. She had so much going on that I'm standing like this and my forearm was starting to hurt. I was like, you know what? I need to take a break before I go to the next room and do another one. So I took a break, went downstairs, sent the images, ate my oatmeal, then went up and did another. Sometimes you got to take a break. Yesterday I was a speed demon and did 4 in a row. No break, 4 in a row. Can't do that every day. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous because I have off next week and I don't know if there's coverage for me. And then what bothers me even more is the person that I work with might be going to India for 2 weeks to go visit her father who's not doing so well. So God bless her and God bless her father, but I'm worried that I'm going to come back to work alone. No help. Not, you know, it's like you want to take a break from work, but then you don't want to dread going back. That's how I live. I live in a state of like wanting to enjoy myself, but then dreading the uncertainty of the future. We have one of these things in the road called you better go around them, otherwise you're going to be going 10 miles an hour. So that's get stressed. I'll be honest with you. I'm very emotional. I get stressed because I feel like I'm working at this level. I'm working at this senior hyper level that sometimes I feel like I just want to jump out of my own skin and scream and say like I can't do this anymore because I'm getting tired and I feel like the work needs to be shared. So to think about working at a hospital by myself makes me worry a little bit, makes me, you know, stressed. But then again, we need to live in a state of gratefulness. I'm grateful I have a job. I'm grateful there's work for me to do. I'm grateful they pay me to do this work. Yeah. Because I need a new stove. You want to hear the story of my stove? Here it goes. I got a stove. And I think it's electric. It's electric. And it does not work at all. All 4 burners, they don't work. If you put it on low, it's like you put it on max. Like it automatically, the coils get red hot and it smells like something's burning. I already bought another coil. It's not the coils. So I need to buy a new stove. I'm not even going to say anything to my landlord. There will just be a new stove there. I'm not going to, because then they're going to come over, try to tweak something. I'd rather just get a new stove. You know what I mean? It's my house. There's a truck coming. I'm just going to talk to you and let this truck go. You know what I mean? That's nice. So I need a new stove because it would be nice, number one, to have 4 burners. And it will also be nice to cook and not, you know, have it on low, and literally low is like high. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go now. I stopped. I let the truck go. See? I'm doing good things today. I'm building points with the masters upstairs. Upstairs and to the side. But not downstairs. You don't want to make a deal with the people downstairs. People downstairs. What is going on? What is this? So I would also like to treat myself to a new sofa because the sofa I have now, I don't even know how old it is. Basically, it's nice to have a nice, big, huge sofa, like a nice ottoman. That's it. I don't need to buy a house. I don't need to move, but I need a new sofa and a stove. If you combine the two, it's called a stofa. Get it? Stofa? Stofa. To treat myself. But if I don't get a sofa, definitely 100% I have to get a stove. So I'm looking forward to having off 5 days because I need a new stove. I want to sleep in. And I also bought the cat gate. Almost $300. I already told you this yesterday. I told you I repeat myself. If you like people who repeat themselves, you're in the right place. If you want to listen to the same story over and over again, come here. I welcome you to the Lizzie Show. Yeah. I made it through another day. Working girl did it. I did it. Was I getting a little frustrated with my coworker? And was she getting a little fed up with me? Yes, she was. That's okay. That's life. I was just telling her that I'm overwhelmed with all the inpatients. It's not about the outpatients, it's about the inpatients. You know what I mean? You can't control, like, if someone's not there next week. Outpatients, it's not a clinic. It's like, who's going to get to the inpatients? Whatever. Why am I worried about it, right? Most people are like this. Not my problem. Don't worry about it. But I do worry a little bit about it. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. It's a beautiful day. It's cold and crisp outside. It's sunny. Cold and sunny I can do. I like cold. I like sunny. Sunny and cold. I gotta stop by the grocery on the way home because we have no water. I gotta get water and I gotta get cat food. Cat food I like to keep stocked up. I get this really good cat food. It's like over $2 a can, but you know, I gotta treat my boy Milo. And then we got little mama upstairs. Woo! I just got her something for her teeth. It's like these little pills because you know, little mama, have that breath, that cat breath. That, like, you know, when you really love your cat, you don't mind. But I'm like, you know what? Your teeth look good. We want to keep them that way. So it's this stuff you sprinkle in their food to keep their teeth nice, help with the smelly breath. I'm letting this car turn because I'm good. I'm good. They're watching me. They're watching us all. So, you know what? Let's talk about how surprised I am at how my life turned out, considering I wouldn't have expected it to turn out this good. Actually, I didn't expect it to turn out. You know what? Let me tell you something. I never had any plans for my life ever. All of this just happened. When I was in high school, my first year, I cut. I didn't go. Nobody went to school. I remember my freshman year of high school, a lot of people cut. We called it cutting school. And at that age of like 13, 14 years old, you have no idea. I would say that's the most dangerous age for being young, because you have no idea of like cause and effect. You're purely living in the moment. I was purely living in the moment for fun. And I had some friends and we would cut school, and it became addicting. And we would go to Brooklyn, and then we would hang out at this one's house and this place and that place. And my whole first year, I didn't get one credit. I had to make it up, do summer school and night school, because by the time I got to my sophomore year, my brain understood cause and effect. And I realized I wanted to graduate on time. And did I? I did. I did. I graduated on time. I went to night school. I went to summer school. I worked at a gym. I worked at an ice cream shop. I worked at a little diner. And I babysat over the weekends. Actually, the babysitting, I would sleep over their house because the mother was a nurse and she needed someone to just be there while my kids were in bed. What did I do? I opened her fridge and I ate good. Then I woke up, walked to Starbucks, got myself a Frappuccino because, you know, I was young and skinny, and walked to summer school. It made $25 a night, $50 for the week. I was doing pretty good. Not great, because my mom was a teacher and she owned a house, and we were kind of like house poor. I also worked at the movie theater. My mother would drop me off at work, pick me up. When I got paid, I gave my mother the money, because it was hard to live as a teacher. Not that hard though. I remember, you know, we just would go on the low budget diet, and we'd always call it the best way to lose weight, because you only had so much money and you had to really watch where that money went. And also, we took the bus because the repo guy came to get the car. So now we have no car, we have very little money, and we got to take the bus everywhere. So now you're really accelerating the low budget project, because now you only have so much money to eat. You got to run to catch the bus. You miss the bus. Now you're running to the next bus stop. You're walking. You're getting your steps in, which is really just walking. I love when people say that. And you have just a little bit of money. Where are you going to put it? The low budget diet. Oh, but man, we one time made sugar cookies without the sugar. Did they come out good? No, they did not. But that's a good memory. And then finally, when we had some money, we would have a parade. A parade to the kitchen and a parade back to the sofa. Dun, da, 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 and just fill our bellies till we looked 6 to 9 months pregnant. It started from a very early age, ladies and gentlemen, before the internet exposed everyone. Before we had internet, we were on the low budget diet, and when my mom got paid, we had a parade. A food parade. Oh yeah, low budget diet. Now that I have a job and I'm doing okay, I just gotta watch, you know. I have my treats, but I try not to overdo it, but I still do it. I just make sure I walk, I work out, and I enjoy my life. Because when I'm dust, I want to be a sweet dust. A sweet dust. From dust to dust. So yeah, that was fun. Then we moved to Florida because my mom felt like she couldn't handle having the house anymore. And I had a job at a gym in Manhattan, and I think I ended up quitting. When I was younger, no, really, I'm impressed with the way I am now. I quit jobs left and right. I must have had like 100 jobs. Seriously. I had every kind of job you could think of. So I had a job at this really nice hotel that had a gym in the city. But then eventually I was bored. I worked like the night shift. And then my mom, she kind of thought life would be better in Florida. Then we moved to Florida. And that's where I went to school for ultrasound. Because I got financial aid. Because my mother saw an advertisement on the television while she was watching Montel Williams, which is an old show. And it said, ultrasound, is it for you? It might be for you. Come on down to our school. Maybe it'll work out. And it did. So now here I am, able to take care of myself. And really, I never have to worry about a job because artificial intelligence is not taking over my job until I'm way gone, until I'm that sweet dust in the sky. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Oh. Ha, ha, ha. I'm so happy when I leave work. I'm so happy. It's like all I'm doing is talking. I don't know how to title these videos. I will say that the title of my video yesterday, I work hard and nobody cares, I do still kind of feel that way. Because I feel like I do the majority. I'm not saying my coworker doesn't work hard. She does. But I feel like I'm the foundation. I keep it going. And I feel like my ultrasounds of the heart are exceptional. So it's not just that I'm doing my job and I'm getting it done and I'm running all over the hospital doing inpatients. I do exceptional work. I'm not just doing any old way. I'm engaged. I'm focused. And it takes a lot of energy out of me. But then again, if I just sat home, well, I guess this is what made this. I gotta do this to make me really, 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 really enjoy being home. Like those days home, it's like that sweet piece of chocolate cake that you can eat, that you deserve. Because you've been working out nonstop. I'm trying to use an analogy, not working. I had this thought when I was thinking about talking to my friends about how I watch other people talk about making videos and having a script. I can never do a script. I would not want to do a script. I'm not going to read something. I'd rather just talk and have things come out of nowhere if they do. Following a script, man, that's real work. Those are some really ambitious YouTubers, the ones that make a script. I can make a script and it wouldn't even matter. I make a script. And then I'm like, my eyes are following something. Or I could just memorize something to talk about. I could go way back and I can make up a lie and make everybody watch. I can make up a lie and say, I remember being born. I remember everything. It was a dark, cold place. But yet cozy. And I didn't want to come out. But then the screams and the lights. I saw the lights. And I was born. It's funny. You see the light when you're born, and then you see the light when you die. Maybe when you die and you see the light, maybe you're just going to be born again. Ah! You don't remember being born. How do you not remember being born? That is like the most adrenaline-filled moment. You go from not breathing air, you're in water, to all of a sudden being pushed out of a small area, seeing the light, your lungs pow, blow up, you're breathing air. You should remember that. Why do we not remember? We have neurons in our brain, but supposedly the reason why we don't remember is because we don't have language yet. Is that that's weird. They try to explain why we don't remember. I will tell you, there is one person who said they remember being born. I don't know if that's true or not. I can make a whole video, a lie, and say I remember being born, and make up a whole fairy tale around it. But that's not right to do. You don't want to lie to people. I'm not going to lie, because I'm being watched. I am being watched. I wish I had a farm. If I never had to work again, I could ask you a question. If you never had to work again, and you could do whatever you want, what would you do? What would be your dream life? My dream life, but yes, I'd like a farm, but then again, do I even know? I've never had a farm before. So maybe it's not a dream. Maybe I would definitely open up a cat animal. For dogs too. I love dogs too. It's just easier to have cats. You don't have to walk them. They walk themselves. To the litter box. I'd have an animal sanctuary. I'd also spend a good amount of I'd waste a certain amount of time. Like, I'd have a good amount of my time where I just do nothing, and then I forge, and I start to do stuff for myself and others. A combination of both. That's what my weekend is. I do nothing, and then I seize the day, and I work out, and then I do nothing. But I'm productive for 5 days a week. 5 days! I go non-stop. I work so hard, I give myself a headache. Oh. But I know it's for the greater good. Because someone is watching me and keeping track in the Akashic records. They're watching me. You know, I don't know why people care so much about being in debt. In America, if you're in debt, what's the worst thing that can happen? You can't buy a house? Ooh. Who needs a house anyway? Now, if the mafia was in charge of your debt, then you'd have to worry. What are they going to do? Call you over the phone? Leave messages? Ooh, I'm so scared. That's why no one pays their debt off. You put the mafia in charge, then they'll pay their debt off. Because you don't want both your legs broke. You don't want to end up with a horse head, half a horse head in your bed. They'll take care of it, the mafia. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm tired. But I'm going to work out. Because I told you I'm going to work out. I'm going to work out. I'm not complaining. But when I walk, after a while I get plantar fasciitis. And I'm like, you know, you do something to help yourself. And then your feet hurt. It's because I'm big country. Okay, I'm going to say one more thing, then I'm going to let you go. So the motivation for today is this. It happened to me, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to let it roll off of me into you, into your consciousness. So I'm at work, obviously. Where else am I going to go, right? And I'm with the patient. And her husband eventually comes to visit. at this. The guy came in. I think he had oxygen. He was with a limp, whatever. Sitting there, so happy. Said he's a newlywed, that he's been married for 52 years. He's a newlywed. He was making a joke. And I said, sir, how is it that you're so happy? Because I want to know, like, what's the secret? Especially when people are older. He's like, he was just happy. He was so happy that him and his wife, after 52 years, he said they've had disagreements but never had a fight. And he was spreading his happiness to others. And I'm like, these people, they're so happy. I keep trying to figure out why they're so happy. He said it was because of his grandmother. I said, you know what? You'd be happy no matter what. I believe some people, they're just born with a spark of happiness. I'm not saying I'm not happy, but I'm very all over the place emotionally. What I mean by that is I live in the moment. However I feel in that moment, I have to take myself out of it. What is happiness anyway? I'm happy. But what I'm saying is that some people, they seem more happy. What else? Oh, I'll tell you one more thing. So there was this older gentleman, and I was wearing the face mask, and he goes, wow, you really look good with that face mask on. I don't know where it is. I wish I could show you. And he goes, wow, it's like pink and sparkly. I go, I know, it's great, isn't it? He goes, yeah, it really makes you look better. I go, you're right, it does make me look better. I gave him a high five. I said, look at it, this old guy made my day. It's true, the mask makes me look better. It's pink, it's sparkly. You know why? I'll tell you why. And I'm not ashamed to say it. From here up is where I look best. Look. That's the pretty part of my face. This. From here down, it's so-so. So with the mask, that's why I look better. I don't care. This is just my temporary flesh face being. Oh, look at this. I'm home. I'm in town. Wow, isn't this great? I get to talk to you. I get to yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. Talk, talk, talk. And then here I am. I'm home. I killed some time with you. I get to buy some water, some cat food. I'm going to work out and get to see Milo. Little mama too. She's a chunky butt. And I'll be back tomorrow with something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. I know, cheesy. I don't care. Who cares? You could be cheesy. You could be cheesy. As long as you're happy. That's it. I'm done. And this strawberry is for you. This strawberry is dedicated to you. You're not feeling good? Eat a strawberry. That is so good. Yeah, I'm hungry. Not starving, but hungry. This is a pear. Strawberry. Yeah. I do chew with my mouth open and talk while I'm eating. It's a very New York Italian Jewish thing to do. Even though I'm not Jewish, but I act Jewish. Should I have said that? Was that the wrong thing to say? It's a joke, right? Jews, you could, what is it? How does it go? You could see what they're eating while they're talking. I forgot the joke, but the Jews in Italian in New York, they're a lot alike. You know what I mean? They talk a lot. All right. I'll let you go now. Bye.